Yes, 7th of October 2024. Learned advocate appearing for the central government is directed to get specific written instruction as to what order have been passed pursuant to the report submitted by the state government.
The action taken report which was submitted to us, the last one, we are yet to respond to that. These are the instructions latest. The money which has been released to the state government, and on that basis, what are the action taken report? Inquiry was being done. The other writ petition 555 of Subhendu Adhikari, there was specific allegation by the Minister of Rural Development on inquiry that there was fraud, misrepresentation, usurpation, and total loot of money. Petition. Therefore, entire thing has to be assessed on the basis of the nodal officer's report.
To come on record today.
Yes, and that I will kindly see what is this. This is an act of 2005. Your lordships had been pleased to go through section 27. In the event any corruption is found, we are entitled to stop payment under the act itself. Section 27. That upon Mr. Bhattacharya, this affidavit has to be dealt with by filing an exception. Because whether a trade union who is removing a writ petition in respect of their members can enlarge the scope of writ petition time and again by filing one after another supplementary affidavit.
Now, without this point, I'll settle by the Supreme Court.
Yes, let us see what Supreme Court has said.
Court will not, during the proceedings, find something which will not really shake the conscience of court. Court will definitely not take into cognizance.
It is limited to the members of a trade union.
No, not limited to the members.
Yes, not by an individual.
This is the public
interest litigation.
I really would request ASG, please listen for some time. Hold your patience.
No, you also listen to it for some time. Hold your patience.
Wait, go on
Yes.
shouting. Go on shouting.
Therefore, no question of shouting. You are also shouting. Mullah, we shall file a comprehensive opposition to this latest voluminous supplementary affidavit. This is my instruction from the Rural Development Department.
The practice of the Parliament over Standing Committee report is concerned. Just tell you that. When a Standing Committee report goes to the government, they have to respond within 3 weeks or 4 weeks. That is called action taken report. That is a practice that will go back to the Parliamentary Standing Committee. Now the point is whether within 3 weeks or 4 weeks, the government has responded to this Parliament Standing Committee's report or not.
They are ready to respond. That's what they is.
They had to respond there. The Parliamentary Standing Committee itself is under consideration and accepted.
But irrespective of Parliamentary Standing Committee report, my lord's orders are there. That has to be complied with by.
That's what we are trying to.
Yes, kindly then paragraph 9, 10, 11. We are suffering, Lord. We are not getting our wage. We are not getting jobs.
26th of September.
In the order dated 26 September 2024, the Hon'ble Court was very specific that this pending inquiry doesn't mean that the benefit under the statute should not be accorded to.
Which are under examination in this department.
September.
Well, may I hand over the latest instruction from the Rural Development Department? February 4, 2025.
It's only
Action taken report last data party.
That apart, in the order of context of the order of the court, ki hoche dekho.
In fact, sir, we made an observation on the order dated 26th September.
Yes.
Where we pointed out there is a dichotomy in this issue. One is in respect of past action, which is now being inquired into. If there is any defalcation, as you said, usurpation, fraud committed, take action.
Take action, yes.
But prospectively, why are you not implementing?
Prospectively, my instruction is 12 crores have been released to the state government.
How much, sir?
12 crores.
12 crores.
This is the instruction I am handing over. Take it out. And on that basis, the action taken report which has been submitted to us by the state government, the latest decision is not being taken on the basis of 14 January 2025 report. Let the Rural Development Department take the initiative.
No, that we have said earlier.
Yes.
Earlier we directed that what is the outcome of their so-called compliance.
Exactly.
You please take a decision on that.
Very well.
And secondly, what happened to the recommendations of the Parliamentary Standing Committee, whether the government accepts it, not accepts it.
That we shall have to disclose by filing an affidavit. To the voluminous supplementary affidavit file.
So this 12 crores has been disbursed.
Yes. If my learned senior friend can indicate when is the date? Because
there was
Parliament, the report which was there was zero. The Parliament answer of it.
even my nodal officer. Yes.
Let us see, my lord, the face of this 12 crore. They are saying.
May I point is, let's assume that there is a corruption. And corruption, according to whatever I don't know your documents, in only 2 or 3 cases. Point is, for these few cases,
এটা তো অন্য ইনস্ট্রাকশন তো আছে দেখিয়েছি
Entire payment of the whole West
No,
Bengal.
that was the reason we passed an order.
Just a second. So far, that is accepting that 3 districts. And that is the fraudulent cases.
Yeah, I did.
To release the money from the rest.
I did.
And second part is not that, but what your lordship has said, that is corruption was found in 2020 or 21. Why did the money was not there from 2020? And the act itself, why it is mandatory? The act itself, the schedule of the act, speaks about that the interest part A has to be given. But interest will not take the, that will not fit the value of the court people. But Mr. Bhattacharya may have filed a petition on behalf of a union. That's a different thing. It is a public interest litigation. It is not restricted to the member.
No, there are other petitions which are.
Apart from that, since your lordship is taking out the matter.
No,
I am also coming to your lordship. Maybe I am saying to your lordship.
You file an application, we will see.
I will file an application, and this is the point that it is for the pupils of the Bengal. 4 years, the pupils of the Bengal are deprived. And we are not being a parliament. Last 3 years raising the question, no answer, nothing, it could not be given. And it stand is a very political stand has been taken. Unfortunately, it is there. Every year election is there, therefore stop it. Next year is election, it is stop it. Another request I will be making, since it is of course Mr. Bhattacharya petition, Mr. Bhattacharya will speak. My request to be, my lord, whatever the course of action, by the affidavit, etc., as a counter, whatever it is, lordship decide the issue very clear as quickly as possible, my lord, and I will file my application personally. I will file my application.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Mr. Bhattacharya will not oppose it.
I want the benefit of the scheme.
That's right.
Anyone who comes.
I stand corrected. Kindly come to this latest report. Yes, the last page B, para B.
Copy lebe.
May I have a copy?
Vide ATR number such and such followed by revised ATR dated 14 January 2025. The state has reportedly recovered an amount of rupees 239.62 lakhs against the instructed recovery of 537.05 lakh by the central government. The recovery of the remaining amount is still pending. So the recovery amount will be directed to pay to the Mr. Bhattacharya's client.
239.62 lakhs have been recovered.
62 lakhs.
That can be disbursed.
Yes.
On this ground,
We have to take insurance.
all that money, it is not the 537 or 239. This is entire 12 crores or 50 crores of a year, which was required to be allotted.
No, sir, for the present, 239.62 lakhs have been recovered. The central government said 537.05 lakhs have to be recovered, out of which 239 has been recovered. That 239 may be disbursed to the beneficiaries.
At present.
I have to the instruction to this surface just now, your lordship.
And possibly we are missing a one thing. Just kind. For total 596 lakhs, suppose state is entitled to 10 crores. These 10 crores have been stopped because of 537. Therefore, what your lordship is saying, the proportionality, 237, not the 237.
No, sir. As an interim arrangement, if this 239.62 lakhs is disbursed, probably we are thinking aloud. We don't know what's the ramification of that. Whether this where
See the money recovered by the central government from the state on the alleged amount of corrupted money.
so
Therefore, that part is completely different. Now, the central government,
no,
state
that
government,
can be disbursed to the genuine beneficiaries. It
who
can't.
will disburse? This is the money to be recovered from the state by the center on the account of the misappropriated amount.
So the center will disburse.
Let them then say that entire money should be distributed to the workers who have worked.
No, this has been recovered by the state government on the allegation of inquiry and corruption.
All right.
This is not deposited before us.
It should have been.
This is recovered by the state government. State has reportedly recovered. This is the language used in B, clause B.
Has reportedly recovered.
Yes.
And where is this 239.62 lakhs?
Lordship, I need
You ask your officer.
State total level. Ideally, this amount should have been sent to the central.
Lordship,
Well, let them comply in the directions given by this court on 7th of October 2024. That will give us some relief. Paragraph 10, 11, my lord, was very categorical.
Sir, there is a letter addressed to the Secretary, Department of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj on 25th of July. You please give one copy, sir. You please give a copy to him, no? You take annexure 1, the last but one page. This your officer should know. Secretary, Department of Rural Development, Panchayat Raj, Government of West Bengal, dated, it is dated 25th of July. Got it?
Yes,
I
sir.
am directed to refer to the action taken report furnished by the Government of West Bengal, Friday so-and-so dated 5/3/2024 on the subject above. Submitted with statement as we examined and the following observations are made. Central team in its visit report has recommended recovery of 537.05 corresponding to 44 number of works, but the state government has recovered 161.67 lakhs only. State government is therefore requested to furnish more details regarding recovery. Now the instruction given on February 4th to the advocate on record says that 239.62 has been recovered. Where is the money lying? Please ask your officer, sir.
I asked, he has to get back after getting back from the department, your lordship.
Sir, if you feign ignorance, then we will draw adverse inference.
All I'm thinking
If you feign ignorance, I repeat with utmost responsibility.
state nodal account, I have been told.
Pardon?
State nodal account.
Please come forward, sir. Either he is not fighting shy of reporting to us, whatever you.
It is lying in the state nodal account.
All right. Now, what do we do with this money? Whether you are supposed to repatriate the funds to the central government or you have to disburse it to the.
Milord, it will depend upon the instruction of the central government.
Please give us instruction. Now, 239.62 lakhs is
I
written.
would like to mention, Milord, that directly it cannot be given to the workers.
Okay.
Before workers' money that come directly from the central government to the person's account. It cannot
Now,
be.
now, the DM can be asked to collect the account numbers, the respective DMs. And at least as and when, now, out of 537, 239 has been.
Another thing is that in the meantime, state government has paid to the persons who have to work in this.
They are paid.
works. Yeah, Milord. So it will depend upon the decision of the central government. They can take back this money or they can adjust it later when the scheme will be reopened. That can happen.
Then you will have to obtain instruction on that. And in this report which you are going to file today, what is the sum and substance of this report, sir?
Milord, 537 lakh. That was to be recovered from the 44 number of works, but it was found that 469 lakhs, that was the actual expenditure. Out of this, we have recovered to 39 lakh, that means 2.39 crore, and the rest is pending in one district, that is Hooghly district, and that is all from the workers. Some of them have died, some of them have shifted, and it is not also possible. The district magistrate, she has tried her best, but it has not been possible till date to recover that residual amount. That is the actual picture, my lord.
So that might have to be written off if the person is dead.
That is the actual picture, my lord.
Well, the system of
These cannot stand in the way of allotting fresh work, giving unemployment with that assistance as per the
That
statute.
is one aspect, sir. In fact, we have pointed that out, pointed the dichotomy in more than 3 orders.
Yes.
Saying that one is in respect of past action, second is implementation of the scheme prospective.
that's true. But what will not kindly appreciate.
Sir, you have pointed out that you have got enough power to stop.
No, that apart, section 27 has already been applied. It has been stopped on the alleged ground of corruption, number one. Misuse and misutilization. Thereafter, your lordships have been pleased to constitute the committee to look into all these allegations.
You give the report.
So unless the report, my lord, is looked into.
তোমার অফিসাররা তো ছিলেন মোটে।
And 4-member committee was constituted to be headed by a nodal
He
officer.
only constituted the committee.
That was, this report was directed to be filed not only in respect of disbursement of a particular sum, but the entire allegation relating to disbursement and stoppage under section 27.
And 27, they cannot do it for a reasonable period. It cannot continue for eternity.
Copy the reported copy.
Now the committee is still proceeding with the inquiry. Is over.
My lord, when the committee, they inquired, they went to the districts. I was also member of the committee as the commissioner of NRGS. At that time, the recovery was of 220 lakh.
220.66.
220 point something. And we examined all the documents in the 4 districts, and the committee comprising the representative of Ministry of Rural Development, officer of CAG was there, officer of principal AG was there, on behalf of state government, myself was there. And we examined all the documents, and committee has mentioned that all the recovery has been made, and it has been transferred to the state nodal account.
Nodal account, MRG.
Yeah, that is the And after that, 19 lakh more was recovered in Burdwan district.
So now what to do with this recovered money is the,
My lord, it totally depends upon the instruction because the money has been,
what is your suggestion?
my lord, that will depend separately, but the scheme may be started.
Yes.
That is the main thing. But this two may not be linked, I think.
No, no, scheme.
That has
That's
to
the
be.
order of the court. You go and
That has to be
implement it. State is
decided
not
separately.
implementing.
Sorry, to stop the implementation of the scheme, now the verification process is going on. And admittedly, a good amount has been recovered, 2.39 crores.
May not, it may so happen that some restriction can be imposed upon the state, but it can be started. It can be
See, what we
started.
can do is, if suppose you do not want the disbursal to happen through the state, you evolve a particular
Because the
scheme.
difficulty is the entire amount which is collected has to be transferred to central treasury.
But
Then the complication
please
will come.
give a-
You kindly direct me of the state nodal officer.
No. You have to take a decision, sir. This
Prospective
committee
accounts.
has examined in respect of 4 districts, as per the affidavit, 220.66 lakhs recovered and credited to state nodal account
Yes.
of MFNRGS West Bengal. And after that, around another 19 lakhs has been recovered. This is lying in the state nodal agency fund of MFNREGS. You give instruction what to be done.
Very well. I shall,
Monitor.
today itself my general junior will take
You
instruction.
monitor.
Yes. Very
See,
well.
the thing is, that is what we are trying to impress upon the central agency, that please do take action if fraud has been committed.
Yes.
Nobody is going to prevent you and nobody can prevent
No,
you.
that is in respect of writ petition number 555. There is a prayer for CBI appointment, engagement on the ground of fraud detected by on inquiry.
Not going to solve
The problem.
So therefore, in respect of whatever, according to you, defalcation has occurred, committee has gone into it, where central government member is also there. They have made recovery, 220 plus another 90. It is with the state nodal agency account of this particular scheme, not with their account. It is. So you give instruction, what has to be done to this money?
Kindly give us some time.
And also going to take instruction about the prospective operation of the statutory obligations.
That can be done, sir. See, you don't want to trust the officers of the state in taking forward the scheme. You pass a special order for the state of West Bengal because the scheme is in vogue, the act is in vogue. And if what you do is you make all checks and balances, how the disbursal should take place. All right. Henceforth, if assuming there is a work being allotted in a particular district, the concerned district magistrate or whoever is the officer, he will collect all the beneficiaries' bank account numbers. That bank account number can be transferred or information be given to a central agency under the scheme who will be stationed in West Bengal. So as and when the bills are raised by the DM, you do the verification, then directly you transfer it. You make the special order.
System which was prevailing after the release and the continuation of the scheme was, it was at the block level and the panchat
No,
level.
you don't do that.
Yes, then
But
kindly
according
give us some direction to do this. And kindly also
The
give us
directions
time
are
to
there.
find.
You can take instruction how to start implementing. Directions are there.
If the amount goes to directly to the
Beneficiary.
now, not only the central government contribution, there is the state contribution. Therefore, the direction, if any amount, those who are entitled, that state list is there. Your lordships can pass the direction both the central government and the state government.
No, they are better people too, because the method of accounting, etc. There should be a central government officer who is involved and a state government officer who is involved, who will take care of the disbursement.
Yes.
See, the thing is, your concern is that this money should reach the genuine beneficiary. Correct, sir? Your allegation is it did not reach. Your allegation has been partially proved to be right, which has resulted in recovery of about 239.62 lakhs. So that, according to our officer, sir, it is lying with the state nodal agency account under this particular Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. So when you open up the scheme now, you pass a special order. You regulate it in whatever manner you want. You want to make the disbursement directly, do it. Or you want to monitor the disbursement by putting an officer with the state agency, please do it. Or because or restrict the state agency's role only to bring in their share of funds to a common account, state nodal account. From there you monitor. So ultimately, the scheme should not be
Stalled. They have just stalled this.
Not only things what has fallen from your lordship, but we shall definitely comply with that. Kindly give direction. But I, on perusal of this voluminous supplementary affidavit, find that there must be an exception to be filed before your lordship.
Definitely we'll.
Because why and why not, we shall start this scheme anew, which has been stopped under exercising power under 27. This has to be disclosed in this affidavit.
No. 27 does not empower them to stop it permanently. Kindly read. May I just read out below 27?
Stand has been taken by the central government.
The central government may, section 27, give such directions as it may consider necessary to state government for the effective implementation of the provisions of this act. Without prejudice to the provisions of subsection 1, the central government may, on receipt of any complaint regarding the issue or improper utilization of funds granted under this act in respect of any scheme, if prima facie satisfied that there is a case, cause an investigation into the complaint made by any agency designated by it, and if necessary, order stoppage of release of funds to the scheme and institute appropriate remedial measures for its proper implementation within a reasonable period of time.
Eternally
Does
you
not
can't.
prevent prohibit.
Eternally you cannot stop
Lord,
unless this act is scrapped.
Yes.
If it is scrapped, well and good.
only thing I am submitting.
Sir, you have now taken, complaint has been subsection 2, in terms of subsection 2, you have prima facie satisfied there is a case to cause an investigation into the complaint made by any agency or public has brought, whatever it is, it has come to your notice, and you have to pass necessary orders. So till the complaint is inquired into, you stop. Now the complaint has been inquired into, your allegations, which is prima facie allegation, has been found to be true.
Yes.
There has been defalcation of funds or misuse of funds.
That is also state's affidavit in the other petition.
Therefore, what is the resultant action? Recovery. Out of 539, about close to 50%, as more than 50% has been recovered. That funds are available. So therefore, it is a process. This subsection 2, you have already taken action. What to do with the recovered funds? The recovered funds are from the people who are not genuine beneficiaries. Now, our officer says in Hooghly district, the DM is unable to go further. Another 19 lakhs has been recovered because people are dead or people are not to be identified or not available or they are moved out, etc. So that whatever is that element of recovery should be kept in a suspense account, pending recovery. So in the meantime, please consider whether how proper implementation of the scheme can be made within a reasonable period. Their grievance itself for 4 long years, nothing has been done. So if you can consider, get instructions.
Kindly give that direction.
About
But about the report, that are part of 3 districts or Hooghly district, the report has to be filed in the entire West Bengal, all the districts. They have completed inquiry on about 3.
Four districts.
Actually, Milord committee visited 4 districts.
And you are in the process.
The recommendation in respect of 44 scheme, that was limited to 4 districts only. So the committee visited accordingly this.
But would you like to visit the other districts also?
There is no scope as the recommendation is only in respect to
Recommendation of the central government,
the central team.
central team.
Those team visited in 2019 and 21.
So they have pointed out only in 4
4
districts.
districts.
All right, we can do one thing. You stop the scheme for the present till the remaining recovery for the 4 districts. only.
Yes.
The remaining districts you.
Let us proceed.
Because central team, sir, in which report they made recommendation for 4 districts? Can you point out that central teams?
Purva Bardhaman.
No, in this record.
Have you annexed that in the report?
Milord.
Please show that page number.
Report, there's a report.
এইখানে করতে চাইছি
এটা তো ভালো ভালো কাহিনী বলেছে। আমার এখানে টোটাল ডিস্ট্রিক্ট হচ্ছে আমার এখানে 22টা।
এটা কি বলছেন?
না এইখানে দেখা
ডিস্ট্রিক্ট 22 না
এইটা কি
জাতি ডিস্ট্রিক্ট জানা কত পেন
স্যার
ফাইনাল সাবমিশন লাগে।
তাহলে কি
আর্গুমেন্ট দিয়ে দিচ্ছি
সবটাই
আর্গুমেন্ট হয়ে যাবে?
আর্গুমেন্ট হচ্ছে না সাবমিশন কোয়ারি এসেছে if your lordship comes to page 21 oh you get it the report
মিনিস্টার ডিস্ট্রিক্ট চালু হয়ে যাবে।
Because asking for 27 वाला order.
পাঁচটা পরে এখন সব করবে।
Correct. It says 4 districts from 1111, but your sir officer was pointing out that the central team recommended only for 4 districts. That communication.
কোথায় এটা
You please show that if you got
মিনিস্টার কোথায় আছে এটাই আছে
আন্ডারলাইন করে দিন।
proceedings of the central team. I mean recommendations of the central team.
কমিশন অফ কোর্ট ডিস্ট্রিক্ট
ওইটা আপনার কাছে থাকবে। রিপোর্ট দেখাই।
It's here.
Lordship, it's just here, I will just take it out.
The nodal officer inquired about the action taken after the first meeting. All members of the committee confirmed that as per decision taken in the first meeting, they received all documents relating to the observation of central teams in respect of 4 districts: Hooghly, Purva Bardhaman, Malda, and Darjeeling GTA area. Action taken report sent with so from time to time documents relating to the position.
হ্যাঁ 2019 2021 হ্যাঁ 2019 2021 আপনি তো করতে পারেন
এটা তো আগে right.
তুমি ভুল দিচ্ছি এইখানে
I think the enclosure, it is not there. The recommendation of central
it is
team,
a different meaning because this enclosure was pursuant to the order.
that's correct. But the genesis is the
The
observation of the
inception, yes.
4 districts. But have you got a copy of it?
Lordship, I'm just looking for the notification, Your Lordship.
It was filed earlier. You please check the orders.
वो तो
এপিডেভিট
Supplement.
आपने देखे से
হ্যাঁ
दाना आपने हाँ ये रेटेड था ये एफिडेविट है
Starting. Starting.
Your Lordship, in the affidavit dated 14th August 2023.
In
that
your affidavit, is it?
It must be mine here.
কার affidavit দেখে নাও।
This is supplementary affidavit to the affidavit in opposition on behalf of respondent number 2 to 27.
In which writ petition?
This is in 237.
The petition which lordship is now looking at.
রিপোর্টস আছে
No, not all.
Affidavit in opposition to the supplementary affidavit.
Yes, Your Lordship.
40 तो होगा
Supplementary affidavit to the affidavit in opposition on behalf of respondent number 2 to 27, affirmed on 14th August 2023. Page 4.
না এখন যেটা
Affirmed date?
এখন কোন লোকে দেখো
Partha Ghosh.
পার্থ ঘোষ
Partha.
অ্যাফিডেভিট বাই পার্থ ঘোষ দেখে নাও পার্থ ঘোষ তোমার অফিসে হবে
Is this one?
না না রিপোর্ট তো
You are able to get that affidavit.
It's in वो अभी
Which paragraph?
Supplementary affidavit to the affidavit in opposition on behalf of respondent 2 to 27.
if Your Lordship comes to page 4,
দিস আর অর্ডার
Well,
it was
four
closed.
districts in cover.
No, this we referred earlier. Officer says that the central team recommended action only in respect of 4 districts. So why do you expand the scope for the entire district? We need not. And the scheme also need not be stopped for the other districts. If these 4 districts,
My lord has passed this order repeatedly, not once. 26th of September 2024, 7th of October 2024. My lord has quoted the provisions of the
you are
statute.
carrying that central team observation. Is it part of your writ petition? No.
No, because we were not at all made known why these stopped and why these allegations against whom. This has come all during the proceedings when my lord inquired into.
Sara is my call.
আমি চেক করতে আমি চেক করতে আরে
তাতে রেকমেন্ডেশন নেই পার্লামেন্ট অ্যাকাউন্টে রেকমেন্ডেশন বার করতে হবে কোথায় আছে
So it is restricted only to 4 districts. Correct, sir?
Below.
Page 23. The observation is, in pursuant to the orders dated so and so, for verification of 4-member committee on the recovery of fund on the basis of recommendation of central teams in respect of Purva Bardhaman, Hooghly, Malda, Darjeeling, GTA area.
Specify districts.
These 4 districts and districts.
Only 4 districts. So the remaining can be considered number 1. Sir, we will, the first aspect is what to do with the recovered money, which is now lying deposited with the state nodal account of this so and so. Number 1. Number 2 is they will continue to, now the 4 districts inquiry is complete, verification done. Some more recoveries are also being attempted. The DM will try to do it. Let those funds come in. So, what to be done with the funds already recovered? Number 2, if the allegation of the central team was in respect of 4 districts, why the scheme should not be revived for the other districts as of now? And probably you take a call for the 4 districts after you see the report, etc., whether for some more recoveries can be made or something is irrecoverable to be written off. That can be recommended by the committee also. Then the third is how best you can ensure that such defalcation doesn't occur in future. That aspect also you need to bring it on record, because eternally you cannot keep the scheme in suspended animation. That is the scheme of the purpose of the act itself is that within a reasonable time you take action. Within reasonable time you have taken action, something has happened. What to do with the money, we will decide. You decide. You give direction. You take over. You appoint an officer here who will run the scheme. They will receive the funds contribution from the state, central contribution, how to take it forward.
And my lord, another order which your lordships passed was order the unemployment benefit under the statute. Okay, the order dated.
No, we'll go stage by stage, sir. We'll go stage by stage.
Yes, step by stage.
All right. We have elaborately heard the learned advocates for the parties.